welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a super easy to follow tutorial on how to set up Voicemeter to be able to clip people's voices in game. Now, we've all thought about doing it, but then maybe you've looked at some videos and you've gone, this is too complicated, and you've just left it. But what I want to do is create a really simple and easy to follow guide on how to actually achieve this. So you can get clips like this.
Oh shit! Food! Shit! Food! Like a tummy echoing.
Or even, you can get clips like this.
Godzilla, Godzilla, fit, Godzilla, Godzilla, fit, Godzilla,
Subscribe to Tactical on YouTube and I'll shut up.
Oh yeah!
There is no limit on what you can do with this. Playing music through your mic, playing people's voices through your mic, soundboarding, using your Streamdeck collection to be able to play it, or even doing it on your phone without any Streamdecks. Does that sound good? Okay, well let's get into the video then. The most important part of this is setting up your plugin. And the plugin itself is called Sounddeck. You can get it through the extensions panel through the Elgato marketplace. It's completely free and it gives you the ability to be able to clip. Now that is the most important part. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to clip people, how to download the extension and be able to clip. I'm going to show you how to set it up in Voicemeter so you've got separate channels. I'm also going to play back and show you how it actually works in Call of Duty as a base game, but it'll work on any game that you can do voice chat or proximity chat on. And then I'm also going to show, as a bit of a bonus, how you can do this for free using the Streamdeck's new app. So you can do this for completely £0. You don't have to buy anything from Elgato. So I'm going to create a new page here. So we've got absolutely nothing on screen, back to basics. And then what I'm going to do is because I've already got it installed, I'm going to search for Sounddeck. And now this plugin gives you quite a few different variations of buttons, but you don't need to worry about all of them. There's only two that we're going to be looking at today, and that's the sampler. So I'm going to drag the sampler over, and the clear sampler. Okay, so clear sampler basically allows you to record something and then delete that sound straight after. Okay, so it's super simple. So once you have your buttons set up then, the next step is to download Voicemeter. Now there's a few variations of this. There's Voicemeter Banana, there's Voicemeter Potato, but the one that we want is the original Voicemeter. It should look like this. So we're going to go ahead and download this now. Okay, so now we've got that downloaded. Let's open this up. So once you've got this installed, you are going to have to do a restart of your system because it installs drivers, audio drivers that you need to make sure are actually turned on before you start. So important step. So because on my computer I've got Voicemeter and Wavelink installed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Total Toxic TV on the chat and he's going to go through his settings. So I use Wavelink. We've got him set up with Voicemeter and he is actively using Voicemeter specifically to clip people in games, and it works a treat. So I'm going to get him on a call and we're going to go through a stream of him doing this. So here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Toxic, hello. Welcome Sparky as well. We're going to run through how to voice clip using Voicemeter. Toxic's going to show us the way. Over to you, Toxic.
There you go.
Here we go. Watch stream. What the hell is that? Mate, that is class.
Got to represent that.
How long have you had that as a wallpaper?
You don't want to know.
Okay. Okay. So we've got a fresh.
My wallpaper's business.
So we've got a fresh Voicemeter install.
We have.
First step is obviously to set your microphone up on stereo input 1.
It is. So you open it. So I'll just click that one randomly. So you click stereo input 1. You'll get your drop down menu. Click your microphone, so mine's the TC310.
Damn.
Obviously, you've got your A and B, they're moving, but A shouldn't move.
And that's because you'll hear your voice inside your own head.
Yes.
And you'll get institutionalized for that, so you want to get rid of that.
Yes. So you've got your A and your B on your input 1.
Yeah.
You click A, so A is not highlighted. That then separates them and gives you split channels.
That disables the voice in A, so you can't hear it at all, right?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
So then what you do is, unlike most people's, because mine's weird, mine will not play if I use the same output device as my desktop is using. Other people's do, mine just doesn't.
So explain that then. So yours comes out of your
Yes,
comes
so
out your
mine
speakers.
comes through my monitor,
Yep.
which I then put a set of speakers into so I can still hear it. But if I click high definition audio device, it lets me hear the sounds, but it then mutes all my other background noise like games, etc., you boys and all that.
Yes. Okay.
But some people's work, some people's don't. So you click that, what you want to use.
So we don't want to be using WDM, do we? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't know, I've always used WDF.
I think it was multimedia.
MME. Oh, it might have been, you know.
Let's try and fix that for you, mate.
You know what? Let's try it.
Let's try it. Because if we fix that, then that's how we should do it. Yeah.
Oh, mint. That's worked.
So we Did it come through your
fixed it.
headphones? Yes,
It comes from the
mate.
headset. We fixed it.
Perfect. Okay.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
I
You
know,
don't-
right?
mate, honestly. So we don't need to use. So if you just go back to those settings that you're on then. So WDM targets your whole computer system. So like all your audio devices on there. And it will literally, if you imagine it like layers of a cake, WDM is like right at the top. So anything else that's trying to play, it tries to override it. Whereas if you go in multimedia and select your speakers or your headset audio or stuff like that, then it should bypass that.
Ah, well, that's good to know. Look at that. We fixed one thing today.
Fixed one thing. So now you've got that set up. Let's
Yes.
run through
So-
how you've got it in Streamdeck to make it play.
So, you have all that set up, obviously. Your B channel moves. That's showing that it's got your voice. Your A won't move because it's separate. Then what you do is you go to your Stream Deck,
Has
which
to be.
then gives you these options. So what you do is, so you put your sampler in. You've got capture device, which is your default. But what you do need to do is, before we forget, you need to create a folder, call it voice clips or sound clips or whatever you want so you remember. So that's where it saves them to. Like mine's set as test voice clips.
Makes sense.
So obviously then it can save them, read them and play them. Your playback device is Voicemeter input VB audio Voicemeter VAIO. That then registers it as the A channel. Somehow by magic. You've got play next. We always do play stop. That way you can click it again and it'll stop your sound.
Yeah, so play next takes you to the next sound you've got stored in that folder. So if you've got like a compilation of recordings, it'll just go to the next one once that's played.
Yes.
And it's
The
important to
volume-
have as well, and I know this is a new one, but like in the last video we did encode to MP3 on. You want to keep that off.
Yes. Keep it off.
Yeah.
Volume, I normally leave mine around 75, unless they are extremely loud ones. Then I will turn them down, because, you know, it deafens people. Then that should be pretty much set up. So, easiest way to test it is...
Oh, here we go. How did I know this was coming, mate?
Can't believe you forgot Daddy 6 channel.
I know, right? We'll just use... let's use this one.
Okay.
Pick a random video. So all you it's this video. So all you do is then you have on your Stream Deck, it will put you the logo on that's like a circle with a microphone in it.
Let's get all Yep. under each other
So all you do is then
for the spike.
hold it in
Then let's go.
for the amount of time that you want.
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
You let it go.
Again.
It will then change to a play button, as you
Look at
can
that.
see there.
Yeah.
So if I click play on this, if it's worked, you should see move as well.
Let's go.
Get,
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
what a clip.
What a
I
clip.
know, right?
So the next step, obviously, now you've got that set up, is how in game do you set this up in Call of Duty? So
Right.
there's
I'll
a
watch it,
specific
I'll show you.
there's a specific channel that you use to be able to make this play.
Yes.
And a lot of people have been getting caught out with saying that this isn't working. Now, the first reason it's not probably working is you've not got your channel set up to hide the voice, your own voice in your headphones. And also you're not setting it to the correct channel in game. So Call of Duty is quite a unique game actually, because it allows you to set a different voice channel for your voice chat. So when you're clipping normally, you'll get background noise if you're on the default channel. But with this, it allows you to record only voice.
Only voice? Hey, I don't know how to do only voice. I get background
That-
audio.
That might be a wavelength
Ooh.
thing.
Maybe then. So yes, once you've got that working, for Call of Duty, for example, you click audio. You then find output device. You just leave as normal. Your input device, it has to be set to Voicemeter out B1. So if you go back to Voicemeter, obviously you've got A and B. B1 lets it use, it puts both channels into one, so you still get your voice, but you can also play your clips through it.
Perfect. And that's it, isn't it? It's as easy as that. You can record people and play it over them through your mic. Perfect. Right, well, thank you very much for the demonstration. I'm going to do the wavelength variation of this, which is a lot more easy, if I'm honest. But I'm going to go through and do that one again. No issues, and you can remove background noise. So thank you very much for your help, Toxic.
No worries, no worries. Have
And
fun.
look, can I see that background one more time, please? That's nightmare fuel. I love it. Right, if you are looking for merch, you can purchase this background on my Patreon.
$29.99.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, mate. Because for me, obviously, I don't use Voicemeter. It wouldn't feel right me giving a demonstration on how to use Voicemeter. But Wavelink, I'm coming for you, baby. So that was an amazing example of how you can set this up with Voicemeter and be able to clip people. But if you are using Wavelink, like I am, it's a lot simpler than that. So once you've got Wavelink installed, you've essentially got these preset channels that you can utilize. So preset channels essentially allow you to split your audio into different buckets, let's say. So anything that's game related, you want that to come through your game channel. Anything that's music related, like Spotify, you want it to come through that channel. And system, SFX, voice chat. So voice chat's the main one that we're going to be focusing on today. So similarly to how Toxic set up the Voicemeter sound clippings, what you're going to want to do with your sound deck, once you have your sampler and your clear sampler button, you want to set it up a little bit differently. So capture device, once you have your channels all set up, will be Wavelink voice chat. That is what you're going to capture the voices through, okay? You're going to set up an output path exactly the same as you did with Voicemeter. Encode to MP3 off, playback device. For this, I like to have mine set through VoiceLink SFX. And what I do with VoiceLink SFX is I reroute that using this special channel here to route to microphone effects. So any sound effects, any voice chat, stuff like that can all come through my microphone here. It's as easy as that. You don't need to set up any multiple channels and all that sort of grubbins. Once you have this button set up, put that place stop. We can then go over to our global settings for sound, which is a handy little button there for doing so. And we're going to go to all our individual channels and make sure that the output is set up to voice chat. So Discord, voice chat. Now it's worth noting that the apps won't show up unless you're playing audio through them. So Discord, I'm going to set that to voice chat. And the output is going to be your Wavelink microphone FX. That's really important because there is an option to do just Wavelink microphone, and you want to select the effects to be able to get the rerouted sounds. So Google Chrome, that's going to be, or your browser is going to be set up to browser channel. So if I start playing, let's have a look here. If I start playing some sound through here, then come over here, you'll see that that sound is picking up there. So we can do stuff with that. Now we've got it rerouted. So I'm going to pause that. The trick to doing it in game, okay, so very similarly to what Toxic showed you for actually being able to map it up, is a little bit different for the Wavelink. What you get is you get the ability to only capture voices through that channel. having the background audio still come through. So if you're in a gunfight and you're trying to clip someone, it's going to be quite tinny and messy. We can collect just voice chat. So now I'm actually in the game. I'm going to come over to audio. And we're going to have our speakers come through game because we want to have all the game chat come through Wavelink game. But then when we come to voice settings, okay, so this is set up to voice Wavelink game. Now I want this to be set up to voice chat. Okay, so voice link chat. Now that channel is reserved for chat only. Okay, so no game chat at all. Because if you mix with the game channel here, you're going to get the game sounds as well. They'll all play through your headset. So there won't be an issue with that. So that's how you basically get no noise and just pure chat. And then your microphone input device is going to be Wavelink Effects. The reason it needs to be Wavelink Effects is because you're routing your voice recordings through that channel. So I'm going to try, it's really hard to get a game where people are talking these days, but I'm going to try and get a game in now where you can actually see this in action. So from experience, Search and Destroy is quite a good one because people are normally playing as teams, so you normally get more people chatting, but we'll have to see. It's always the time when you want to voice clip someone that you never actually get someone. So we're going to do some probing to start.
Hello, everyone. Do y'all talk on mic?
Okay, so we've got one there. So now we've got people talking. What I'm going to do is hold down this button and show you how easy it is to record somebody. Put a hand on the trigger.
Hey man, you're supposed to defuse the bomb.
Okay, so we've recorded
Oh,
that.
it's one of these lobbies, soda. Putting the good gun away.
You're supposed to
shit gun away.
defuse the bomb.
Yeah, you're fusing your barrel, man.
You're supposed to defuse the bomb.
Oh, I'm giving up already. Why did I even come back to
You're
quick play?
supposed to defuse the bomb.
So it's as simple,
Yeah, free kill, dude.
as simple as that. And when I play this, you won't hear, hopefully you won't hear any of the background sound, you'll just hear the voice
He's
chat.
planting.
Ready?
You're supposed to defuse the bomb.
Shut up, man.
Yeah,
Look.
dude.
You're supposed to defuse the bomb.
You fucking pig cunt, shut up.
So just to recap then, you're using Wavelink, make sure you set up your channels. You can add these here. When you go to add a channel, when you first get Wavelink, you can select these already. They're already preset. You do have to have an Elgato enabled device. I've got the Wave XLR, which gives me Wavelink. You can't just get this. It's why Voicemeter is such a good option if you haven't got a device for it. And then you need to make sure that sound effects is routed to your microphone effects. That's the most important part. And then the rest is pretty simple, as I've demonstrated. So if you are struggling with this, make sure you jump in my Discord. We're going to help you out. Don't you worry about it. I'm now going to go through how you can set this up if you haven't even got a Streamdeck, if you are just using your mobile phone. You don't actually need a Streamdeck at all, and it's not going to cost you a thing at all. Streamdeck have released recently a new application called Streamdeck Mobile. Sounds simple, right? But how can you connect it to your PC to then be able to record and play voices? It doesn't make any sense because it's your phone, it's not your computer. But it's actually a lot easier than it sounds. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your App Store or your Play Store and you're going to download the Streamdeck app. Once you open that app, it'll prompt you to connect to a computer. So make sure you're near your computer and you have your computer turned on. You're going to get a screen like this. So you can see that some of these buttons are actually locked. That's because you only get 6 free buttons with Streamdeck mobile app for free, or it's £25 for the whole year to have up to 64 buttons. That's pretty neat. So you'll come to a screen like this and you don't want to see all those lock buttons. So if you go to the settings, there are options to change your layout. So if you want to set that layout to 3x2. Okay, so then you just have the ones that you can actually use. You can still have pages. So you can still set pages. So you could technically have, 64 buttons over however many pages. But This is all you need to be able to do it. Let me show you how it's done. When you followed the tutorial, if you didn't have a Streamdeck and you're wondering how to make this happen anyway, you can follow the steps in the earlier on in the video, and you can create a button in the exact same way on your Streamdeck mobile. So let me delete these. You've got 6 fresh buttons there, and we're going to pull over the sampler. So I'm also going to drag over a delete icon, a clear sampler. And then now that this is all set up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and record some footage on my computer. So my capture device is going to be browser, because I'm going to capture this from the browser for now. And I'm going to get one of my favorite clips over here. And then we're going to see if we can clip this bit of audio using this button, and see if we can play it back through the mic on our computer. And actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring over Wavelink so you can see this happening. This will be the same as well on Voicemeter, but you just won't be able to see it clear enough in the channels.
How do you feel? I'm very feel.
There we go. So we've got a tick to show that that's actually worked. And then now I'm going to press play.
How was it meeting Amir Khan?
I'm very feel.
So let me just pause that.
I'm very feel.
Do it again.
I'm very feel.
So there you go. You're literally recording from your phone on the app for free.
I'm very feel.
Audio, and you'll be able to sound clip that and play it through your mic. This is absolutely insane. I am a little bit tempted to go for the pro version of this, which gives you 64 buttons in an 8x8, put it on an iPad and have even more buttons, but I need to calm down, because that would be insane on an iPad, that many buttons, as well as all these Stream Decks. But there you go. So I hope everyone found this useful. I know there's quite a lot to take in there. We have got, I've got a Discord you can find in my channel. If you ever get stuck or you're just a little bit confused about things, please drop in there and just ask for help. There's loads of people on there that have already joined the channel. They've already set this stuff up and they're using it. You know, it's working for them. So yeah, if you get stuck, just jump in there and we'll be happy to help. Thank you everyone for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. But yeah, for me, goodbye.